Welcome to the Long Run. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christine.
What are we doing today?
It's time for us to talk about our health goals.
All right, let's do this. So we start with me, like we do every time. Maybe next month we'll switch it up.
We'll keep you guessing.
So I have a goal for a sub 20-minute 5K, which I haven't done yet. It'll be November when I attempt that. A PR in the half marathon, not yet. It'll be set for December. I want to run the OUC half. No Dr. Pepper days, no soda days. I was going for 16 last month, and I got 16. Yay. So I got that. So I'll go for 17 this month. We'll see how that goes, because we got stuff planned, and birthdays and anniversaries and stuff.
We'll get to more.
And I know. Don't tell me in the comments I don't have to drink Dr. Pepper when I go out to eat. I get that. Or Coke. I get that. Okay? However, we'll see.
We'll get more into what we won't accomplish in a minute.
Yeah. Core workouts. I actually did start my core workouts in July, so I've been pretty pleased with that. I've been fairly consistent with those over the last month, so feeling pretty good about that. 12 books. I read my Spanish book in July, and then started a book called Breakpoint, which I'm going to finish up in August. So,
On track.
Yeah, I'm on track for that.
Before we move on, just in case you did not catch his Nerdy Runner video, which, you know.
If you didn't, hey, we're going to put a link right up here or down in the show notes or something.
Make sure you watch out for those, because you never know. You might get a mid-month change in one of his goals.
Yeah.
And last month you heard him say that he was going to try to do a ultra marathon.
Yep.
And before he did the Nerdy Runner video, he changed his mind.
I did change
so
my
that's
mind.
why he said the OUC half for December instead of an ultra marathon is because. Why did you change your mind?
Because we have a bunch of us from work are going to do the OUC half marathon, so I decided to change my plans and run with them. So
yeah, he wanted to support his fellow coworkers.
That's right.
So, yeah. All right, and also at the beginning of the month, Joel was still struggling with wanting to get out and run, and I had some other reasons. I'll get to that why I was struggling a little bit. And so we decided to create a little challenge for ourselves. We call it 28 Hardish. If you're familiar with 75 Hard, it's kind of along that line, except we knew 75 days was going to be too long. And one of the reasons why was because our birthdays, both of us have August birthdays on different days of the month. And our anniversary is in August. We had a vacation planned for August. Our son's birthday is in August. So we wanted to make sure that the 28 days, like what this challenge was, would end before our vacation and everything.
Yep.
So that's why we only did 28 days instead of like 75 soft or something like that, was because we said we know that we don't want like that kind of restriction during a vacation. Mm-hmm. So do you want to tell them what 28 Hardish is? Like our little rules?
Yeah, it's we choose one health goal, kind of eat healthy, whatever we define as that. 2 45-minute workouts per day, at least 3 liters of water, 10 pages of a book, and then we take a progress picture every day. So that's what we've been doing. And we've been fairly consistent.
Fairly consistent.
Well, some of those, and we're not like if in 75 Hard, if you miss a day, you have to start over from the beginning. We're not doing that.
Yeah, because we need it to end before our vacation.
Correct.
Obviously. If we kept adding to it if we starting over every time we missed something, we would not be done before the vacation.
So that's why we call it hard-ish.
If you follow us on Instagram, we show daily updates on how we're doing on 28 Hardish.
Yeah.
That is it's an interesting thing. And just as a note, like he said, however you define a healthy diet. So for him, he's basing it on calories.
Yep.
And for me, I'm basing it on focusing on protein before, but also making sure that my calories are still in a slight deficit. So he isn't necessarily focusing on whether or not he gets the protein that I'm concerning myself with.
Right, because if you've seen my Nerdy Runner videos, and again, if you haven't, click the link and go watch. I have a goal to be down to 165 pounds or less by November, by Thanksgiving when I run the turkey trot, or at least by the OEC half. My goal, the way I'm on track right now, I will be at 165 on the day of the race of the OEC half. So that's my goal, and we're working on it.
Yeah. And if you're familiar with me, you know that I don't like scales. I don't like weighing. I think it puts me in the wrong mindset. And so my focus is am I in a slight calorie deficit, and did I get close to my protein goal, which is about 100 grams of protein a day. And some days it's easier for me, and other days it's harder because sometimes I just am not hungry enough to actually eat 100 grams of protein, which can be very filling. Okay. So, but we're digressing off of you into me.
That was the last thing.
Yeah.
We don't really, we've just been,
yeah.
I've been consistent on those. I've missed some. Obviously, I don't drink 3 liters of water every day, most days. I've missed some, couple of calorie days, like today, where it's a park day for us. So I may miss the calories today. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I probably won't. I've been making sure that if we had a park day, that I was eating something like a kid's meal or something like that, and basically working it out so that I still stayed in a slight deficit. But
yeah. But we'll see.
Right at maybe.
But I did exercise this morning, and we do count the exercise we get in the parks too. So that will add some calories back for both of us. So
yeah.
But I still could make it.
Because you go to a park day and you will walk 15 to 20,000 steps easy. Yeah. So, but anyway, since we're transitioning on to me.
Yeah, go ahead and do yours.
All right, so that, like I've already said, as the 28 hardish plan, protein first, that's my goal in a slight deficit. And also with exercising, I do strength training 3 days a week, and then 3 other days of the week, I make sure that I get exercise, but it's 45 and 45 minutes, like he already said in the so no matter if it's a strength day or not, I'm still making sure that I get a 45 minutes and a 45 minutes or 90 minutes total. The reason why we plan to do that, by the way, I've done fair. I've had some good days. I've had some, but again, we are giving ourselves grace, but overall we're getting most of them, or most of the things. My hardest thing to accomplish on the 28 hardish thing is the progress photo. I just forget. I really don't even understand the concept behind the progress photo, so I don't know why I added it, other than it was on 75 hardish, 75 hard, and it's on 75 soft as well.
Speaking of that, progress photo, we're done.
That's not right. Y'all know that's not what that's talking about. Okay, but anyway, yeah, that's it's been my hardest thing is remembering to take a picture. But but other than that, I mean, overall we've been doing pretty well with it. Yeah. But I will say back to why we decided to do this. At the beginning of the month, I came down with something. I rarely get sick, but in this case, I had like something, I don't know. I ran a fever for like 5 days straight. Mm-hmm. I hardly ever get sick, and I have a cough, and I still have a cough. Mm-hmm. But after like laying around being sick for a week, and then still having like a cough, I told him I felt like I needed something to just get my motivation going again. And he was needing that motivation to get out and run when it was hot and stuff. So that's why we created that. We really wanted the motivation back to get back to exercising and eating healthy and stuff like that. So that's why we did that. My books for the month, July, Lifting My Spirits. That's a bodybuilder who tells about her experience going from being overweight and being told that she didn't make any changes, she would not make it to the age 60. And so she like totally changed her life, and now is like a bodybuilder who does sorry, I still have the cough. But anyway, the point of the book wasn't that I was looking for tips on becoming a bodybuilder, but just that motivation to want to keep working on becoming a stronger person. And that's mainly what the book is about. It's not telling you should be a bodybuilder, or how to be one.
111 dumbbell.
Oh, yeah.
Workouts.
And then I also read another one that was a really, really short read. It was called 111 dumbbell workouts for, does that say a
The Shy Gym Girl.
111 dumbbell workouts for the Shy Gym Girl. And then I also started reading a book that would actually be my August book, which is Out of Bounds. It's Scott Pratt book, and it's my August book, but I started reading it in July, so I'll be finished with that in probably about 5 or 6 days.
Yeah.
So that is all of our goals for the month, I think.
Yeah, I think so. So drop us some comments below and let us know what your goals are. As we always say in these videos, it's never too late to set some goals for yourself for the rest of this year, for the week, for the month, for the day even. You can do those. If you do those, just drop us some comments below and let us know what your goals are. We'd love to hear those and love to be able to encourage you in your process.
If you ever thought about, like, you just heard us talking about 28 Hardish and you were like, hey, I think I might could do that and that might help me with my motivation. You get to be as flexible as you want to with it, and you can change things. Down in the description, I'll put what we put as our challenge list, and you can take that if you want to do something with it and change it as much as you want to. You can do that. If you ever do, be sure to let us know, tag us or something like that, so that we know, and we would love to see about your results from it.
That's right.
Oh, and by the way, we will be done with 28 Hardish on the Sunday, the 11th or 10th or 11th or whatever is that Sunday is next week.
Yeah.
What is that?
Sunday will be the 11th.
Okay.
This coming Sunday will be the 11th.
We'll be done with the 28 Hardish on Sunday, August 11th. So be sure to check it out, and in the future, we'll tell you our results.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, that's going to do it today. For the long run, I'm Joel.
And I'm Christine.
Don't forget it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.